We've rounded up some of the best age gap films about May to December romances of the last 6 years, 2015 to 2020, that you shouldn't miss. This list is sorted with the releasing order. Let's start. Number 10. From that view. Simone, 34 years old, inhabits a dilapidated farmhouse in France and dreams to turn it into a bed and breakfast with her husband Eric and their 2 children. As rebuilding gets underway, she finds herself lured into a twilight affair with the contractor, Michael, 20 years old. Slowly, she loses control of her life, and her French drama turns into her worst nightmare. Number 9. Schweinbein. A tender, timeless love story between a student and his teacher. At a sleepy fishing point on the Baltic Sea, the summer holidays are just coming to an end when 18-year-old Christian falls out with his new English teacher, Stella Pedersen. In a moment of unexpected lightness and freedom, in the Darien seascape far away from the small town, Stella and Christian discover a shared attraction of incredible intensity. Christian hardly finds the opportunity to be alone with Stella. In public, she ignores him and tries to keep their relationship a secret. Because in the 1960s, a relationship between student and teacher was considered a scandal. So they are right on a small island, but the relationship does not go unnoticed. While his father fully understands his son, his mother is outraged. But when Christian is already dreaming of the future together and they keep on exploring, Stella begins to rethink. She withdraws off from her young partner. And when school starts again, a romantic affair becomes a huge problem for everyone involved. But the couple doesn't decide to break up. Think is faster than a reason. Earning of Silence is a German TV film from 2016 by Thorsten M. Schmidt. Adaptation of the classic novel of the same name by Siegfried Lenz. Number 8. Get Bed with Victoria. Victoria is a 30-something-year-old beautiful Parisian criminal lawyer who also happens to be a self-involved workaholic sex addict and who is struggling to raise her 2 daughters. She is canny and cynical, but on the verge of an emotional breakdown. She attends a wedding party where she encounters her ex-husband, a former drug dealer, and her sex-addict friend, Vincent. Feeling completely torn apart by the pressure from all sides, she is on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Eventually, however, Victoria rediscovers her own desires and experiences love again. Number 7. Souvenir. A former European singer, Laura, feeding away in a pate factory, falls in love with a colleague, a much younger boy and boxer. Together, they decide she should attempt a comeback. Souvenir is a 2016 romance film directed and co-written by Bob Dufern. Number 6. Crystal. Hey. Hi. You paid? Of course. Have a hard time. Breathe it. I had the announcement. I'm in love. You sound insane. Crystal is a comedic drama about a young man who has never had a drink in his life. The pilot of a woman of his dreams, an ex-hooker, stripper, junkie, alcoholic. He joins her Alcoholics Anonymous meeting to hopefully connect with her, despite the fact he has never had a drink in his life. In order to even have a hint of a chance, he must face his own demons and learns what it trains to crawl out. Number 5. Film stars don't die in Liverpool. Hollywood actress Gloria Graham finds romance and happiness with a younger man. As their mismatched lives waxes and wanes over time, even when it proves to be complicated and challenging, events conspire to hold them in each other's lives. Ultimately, they find that, whether they're together or apart, they must each come to terms with whatever fate they face in the future. It is based on the memoir of the same name by Peter Turner, which tells of his relationship with Academy Award-winning American actress Gloria Graham in 1970s Liverpool, and some years later, her death from stomach cancer. Before, Amy found those two young psychiatric students and friends perceive life differently. One wants to do the great thing, a second wants to experiment. One is a diligent student, the second is a troublemaker. It's a pity they both have one passion. Katharina. Will the friendship stand the test of passion for the woman? This is an intriguing story about an unusual love triangle, and that madness is closer than it seems. But I'm sorry. The Full of the Dawn. The story of forbidden love between teacher and a student. The high school teacher Little Candy, who moved to a new town to start a new life as a new high school teacher after her recent divorce. She ends up falling for one of her students, and the relationship brings even more complications than expected. As far as being a cinematic, the production values of Before the Dawn is exceptional. Number 2, Quill of Hearts. Anne, a successful lawyer, lives in a beautiful modernist home with her 2 daughters and a physician husband. She places both her family and career at risk when she embarks on an affair with her young stepson. What initially seems like a liberating move for her soon turns into a disturbing story of power, betrayal, and responsibility with devastating consequences. Quill. 23-year-old Johan lives a laissez life in Nice on the French Riviera, supported by Celeste, an elderly ex-actress who has fallen for his handsome looks. It's a life at leisure and luxury, but memories of Johan's teenage years come back to haunt him. A sense of threat grows stronger. What desire and fear are put into play by the controlled but helpless people in this treacherous and glamorous world. Based upon the best-selling novel by Per Hagman.